Okay. All right. Happy Sunday, guys. I don't feel like doing live right now because I'm not really. Oh my god. Oh shit. My back is killing me. Let me pause the video. I gotta get something for my back. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're back. I just had to put some rubbing stuff on my back because my whole back is just killing me, and in my stomach and all this craziness I'm going through. It feels like somebody stuck a sword through my dang, a ninja sword through my damn stomach, where I had my operation. They had a incision here, 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 and a needle mark here, and they went through my belly button. They did the scan and all that with this, whatchamacallit there. And I hope it's nothing wrong, but I've been feeling really crappy, loogie, and maybe I need. Maybe I need a testosterone shot or something. They got these pellets. I've been hearing some YouTube guy. He's pretty cool. I don't want to call him out, but he has to have these pellets put in his butt for extra testosterone or something like that. I don't know if they're safe or not. Maybe that's what I need too, because my energy level is just so bad. But anyhow, I'm here. Everything is a-okay. Let's see. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, everything is a-okay. I gotta. Oh, my back. Hang on a minute. I gotta. Okay, that's a little better. But anyways, I fixed the 920. I did the. I should have taped it, but I was not in the mood to be filming. I put the new battery in it. I hard set it with the switch. There's a miniature switch in there. I use my little precision screwdriver to switch it off. And you turn it back on. You hook your, excuse me, you hook your radio back up. You turn it on. And then you hit it to another mode. I forgot which one it is. You got to go in your menu for factory reset. You hold the two buttons and another button. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot. CRS is just kicking my ass. I think it has to do with all that radiation I went through. I think it fried my brain. But anyways, it went through the diagnostics. It was perfect. I cleaned the inside and out of that radio, and it's been working very good. Oh shit. If I can get it in the picture here. I can't wait to get my tripod. I ordered one. There it is. She's running like glass, and that thing is so clean. And then as for that red light, a friend of mine keeps busting my stones all the time. Alex. Dude, I'm telling you, I sent you 4 brochures. A Japanese version, American version, another flyer, and I think I gave you a video. That light does go on. Reason why there's the receive light is on and the transmit light is on, because you're on VFO-A, and that's for split. If you're gonna go split for DX, that's what you use. It does have a transmit in the yellow screen. Jesus, in the yellow screen, and I was talking on it this morning. Everybody says it sounds good. I had to recalibrate the meter and the signal strength because I accidentally hit it with my fingers. These things right here, stupid. And I knew I hit something. And I says, if that meter is not working, the radio worked fine before. I says I might have hit something in there. So yesterday night, I believe, I went back, got the shop manual, online, and I downloaded it. I downloaded it in the other room. So I have a shop manual for that radio. I'm going to do every radio I own. I'm going to get a shop manual. You may have to pay, probably if it is an older rig, you probably have to pay for it maybe. I don't know. But wasn't for that dang manual, I wouldn't know what to, turn or what. I don't want to butcher my radios. Never did, never will. I did everything to a T. I had a generator on it, and they say you put it on a certain frequency or whatever. You peak it to an S9 on one of the adjustments for the meter and the fidelity of the receiver, which makes it more louder or less or whatever. I put it right where it's got to be, and the signal meter where it's got to be. Now the meter works beautiful. The receive is beautiful. It's loud, and it's very sensitive now. It was more sensitive than what it used to be. And I did a lot of work on that radio. A lot of time in that radio. I like I said, I cleaned that radio, the FT 920, about probably 5 times. And I cleaned the covers, inside, outside, the main RF covers. Blew it out with some canned air, like a dust, whatever the hell they call that. You never use compressed air, like an air compressor or something. But you can turn it down, but you're still taking that risk. The only time I'll use compressed air and turn it way down, I have a regulator on my compressor. If I'm doing an amplifier, that's fine, because it's bulky. There's nothing really to bust off. When you got a sensitive device like this, you're taking a risk of either loosening a solder joint or peeling off a little microchip or something, like one of those little surface mount devices. You don't know. You never know. So that's all set. What else do I want to check in about? Sooner or later, I'm going to have projects coming. I'm not sure which one yet, so you're going to have to just find out. I don't know. When I get my energy back, and my back and my neck is just out. I walk like I'm 100. Ugh. Man, oh man, I tell you. Ugh. I wish I was in my 20s again. I swear. Or, yeah, like 20. Ugh. And then these headaches come back all the time. I'm hoping I'm not getting this back again, because my mom, she goes, you better get a follow-up. I says, I am so sick and tired of these follow-ups. They say, oh, it's the radiation. It's this, it's that. Oh, we don't see nothing. We just see scar tissue. And I said to that doctor, my cancer doctor from down the street from me, it's called the Bavard Cancer Center, Cancer or something like that. I told the lady, you're in for your next appointment. I says, no, I just want to live my life. I'm all done with this. Getting thrown around, using my insurance. My screen is blinking. Oh, it's from the lights. They just want to use my insurance and just suck it dry. That's all they want to do. But I have to follow up on my PCP care for my stomach, because my stomach's been bothering me, and I've been doing I'm not going to explain. It's gross, number 2 all the time and all that. Man, I tell you, I just feel so old. I've been depressed. I've been really down, taking my medications, and it's just really, really taking a toll on me. And, like I always say, I try the best I can in life. It's like one day, I never had oh shit. Oh my god, my back. Oh, I never said I had a good day. Only maybe the beginning of the month I felt good. Now, God. Now I just feel miserable. I feel my age now. I don't look it though. pretty decent for my age. I just don't feel it. I'm technically 90 years old in a young man's body. So it's been rough. Depression's kicking in. I'm not liking it, and it just had it with everything. Just had it, even when in this where I'm living at. It's just getting out of hand. People are getting run over. People this. People that. They're holding up signs. Slow down. Put the phone down. No speeding. They had another sign. Watch for crosswalks. This, and that. It was in our local paper. And it was online here too, matter of fact, on YouTube. They had a thing about, because I have it in my YouTube. It's Palm Bay, Florida, where I'm from here. Tells you about all these things, and the cops ain't doing shit. I'm sorry, they ain't doing shit. The only time they did something was really heroic. This was last August, and this is no bullshit story. It's online, by the way, on the Florida cops something. I can't remember the name of the video. But this kid, I think he was racing, because they race all the time here on Malabar Road and Emerson. They race up and down the streets, which is stupid. I guess this guy last August, I remember this too. I remember my scanner was blowing up, and I heard helicopters, police everywhere. It was right on Malabar Road, not far from me. And I know the area where it happened. It's like you're on the road, main road, and there's like a ditch down this way, and there's houses there, and there's a road there, straight around in there. He was going the wrong way. And listen to this. The father was going to cover for his son. You know what he was doing? It was a dead giveaway. He had a wing on the back of that car. He races this thing. So he got his father. He went back home to flee the scene. That's a no-no. Then he told his dad to come, go in the car, go to the police and tell him what happened. This kid was going 95 or something miles an hour on the wrong way side. There was a guy on one of them little scooter things with like I think it's one of them, what is it there? It's like a skateboard type thing. There's no light. He had no lights or nothing on it, But this poor guy got hit so hard, it split his head open and his brain came out. And his leg was dismantled off. And this is a true story. And I just found this out 2-3 days ago. That was very disturbing. You don't even have to look at the scene. I mean, of course, they blur it out, but there's a dead body. The kid comes out. This is the other thing. The kid comes out and talks to the guy. He's already deceased already. He goes out and says, "Hey, you all right? You all right?" The guy didn't budge, move. How could you not see that? The guy's brain is out of his head. He's not okay. So he got scared and panicked. He ran home, which was caught on camera from their bell camera. What do you call that? The chime thing. What we have, that camera. They saw him coming home, and the father went back out, and that's what happened. So the father was going to take the rap, but technically the kid and the father got both arrested. And the mother was playing stupid. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I guess he's home. I don't know. She should have got arrested too, because she was an accessory, as far as I'm concerned. It goes to show you. I mean, they did a very professional job. But my opinion is they should have arrested her too, because she was an accessory, because she knew what was going on. They let her off. But I'm starting to get a headache too now. What the? But that's that's the history about what happened last year. And I remember hearing about it. Then I saw it online. I'm like, holy shit, that is not far away from me. That's like not even 2 miles from my house. Not even. It's the main drag. The main drag, in town, in the city, whatever you want to call it. I can't stand it. I hate it here. Now I can't stand it. But anyways, that's what happened, man. That was the most gruesome story I've ever heard on social media. It was on a cop channel for Palm Bay, and they got all kinds of stories and crimes or whatever. Half of it's all bullshit because all they like doing is the only time when they do something when somebody gets hurt or killed. That's the only time they do something. We've had enough of these cops around here. We've had it. They don't do their jobs. The city, we're about had enough of it. They don't care about if you have drainage in your backyard, like a swimming pool, like you all seen before. They don't care if the neighbor's an asshole making noise. They don't care. And what was another one? The drainage is on these new houses over here. They're draining in my yard. That's why I got a pond in my backyard. When it rained with all this, before all this happened, we had like a good sized puddle, but not the whole backyard. So, happy Sunday! Yeah. So, yeah, I got some cable I found in my junk box, which is the micro coax. I think I'm going to use this on my Kenwood TS 520. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm still resting up because I think I blew my stomach today because it felt like somebody took a sword and just went right here below my abdominal area. It was bad. And like I said, I've been depressed, been very upset. I have to call my doctor tomorrow to schedule another appointment because I'm going to lose my mind. I'm telling you, it's just being depressed and having ADHD, having bipolar disorder and all that. Plus, I have other health issues, and it's bothering me. I can't win. I get up in the morning, I have my coffee. I can only have so many coffees now because if I have more than one, I'll get sick. So then, I'll just have like a water or something, with like little juice or something in it. But I was going through my junk box. I found some capacitors on a board. I could probably, I don't know if that's the same as for the SB200 or something. But yeah, that's another future project, guys. I might be, I don't know, a good buddy of mine. I'm not going to call his call sign, but he says he has an SB200 and an SB220. So I'm going to repair them, and that's the end of it. I'm just going to keep them. And he doesn't want them. He just said, I don't need all this stuff. That's it. I says, I'll pay for the tubes. He says, oh, they're the original Emacs, the 500, 5300 Z's. Those are Emacs. It has when you look inside the tube in the glass, it looks like a fan inside, and then it has the pentodes, or not the pentode. It has the stem inside, and there's the tip. You got to put a heat sink on it, and you got to put the wire on it and tighten it on it. That's just a basic. It's just a heat sink. When I get into these amps, I'm going to restore them all. It's going to cost me some money, but hey, I'll take my time. And first one I got to do is my SB200. I got to get that thing up and running again. I got to get that running. I have the boards. I have all this. I just haven't been really enthused of doing anything. Just like my channel here. I was just off for a little while, and it's just like I'm not in the mood. But I did eventually got in there, and I did a little shortwave band scan, which was fun. I got quite a bit of good stuff last night. I mean, the bands were pretty good. I went on that radio this morning, we talked to some nets, and everybody says it sounds good. You know, it sounds right dead on everything. It's dead on frequency, and so I don't know. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, oh, I got something to show you. This is definitely a rebuild I'm going to be doing, and it's my famous thing I love doing. Check this shit out. You want to see something funny? Oh, you can't really see. See that right there? What's the wrong with this picture? That's right, the lens is smashed. Look at the condition it's in. Really good condition. I bought it for... Actually, no. I paid 30-40 bucks for this thing, and I got reimbursed it. They gave me my money back. So I got my money back. I bought another one. I'm gonna still keep this one. I can still. It's salvageable. I bought another meter for this. This meter is shot. I tried testing it. It's done. I don't know if they had it on the wrong mode or the wrong wattage setting. I think he did. Because if he put power through this thing on 200 watts, this meter is going to go boom. It's going to peg and it's going to burn it up. If you're running power more than 500 watts, you want to put it on the 2000 watt scale. And this meter here is all done. I'm going to take this whole thing apart. Everything. And I got paint for this to paint this all nice. And this meter looks like the one I rebuilt and sold at once upon a time, because I could tell. You know how I could tell? I neatened up the wiring. This is how I had it when I sold it to this. This guy sounds familiar, but I had the wiring tucked in nice, just like that. I did all the rewiring. This was a meter that I did work on. And look at the condition it's in. It's dirty. But all the screws are there, because I put all new flathead screws in it. And this all works smooth. I remember spraying this because these things get really tough to turn or switch. Either than that, this meter looks it's restorable. I mean, it's fixable. It just needs a good cleaning. There's a little small dent right here. I don't know if you all can see it, but yeah, right there. I could just take two pieces of wood, take a hammer or dead blow and just bang it on the wood. 2 pieces of wood. Boom! And it should take that right out of there. I've done that a million times. It works. I mean, it's not really that bad. I mean, I'm very, very picky when it comes to my equipment. And there's like a tiny bend in there. Reason why is, here's the story behind this guy. Okay, I ordered this meter because I wanted another meter so I could make money off of it. Okay? So, okay, I get the meter. I want it for a fair price. And I get this freaking meter. You ain't going to believe how they packed this thing. They packed it with bubble wrap. And you know those mailing bags that has like a fiber in it? You wrap the whole thing in that with the bubble wrap. And I got it in a bag. That's why the meter is like that. So I emailed the guy. I says, look, are you freaking kidding me? You send an electronical sensitive device in the mail with bubble wrap and paper bag, or I think it's a polyfill type of bag, the shipping bags they got. I says, are you kidding me? Why did you ship this in a bag with bubble wrap? I used to sell a lot of these things. I used to have a thing for them. I used to rebuild these right and left, make good money doing it too. But it's not my side hustle anymore. I'm actually really digging these meters. They're going to be hard to find, and they're very expensive now. I seen them going up from like $100 to $80, $90, $70, $50. I got this one for $38 plus tax and shipping, so $40. And I told the guy, he says, look, this thing is screwed. I took pictures of it, and the plastic piece that was on top here, it fell in and somehow it fell out. I don't know where it is. But it doesn't really matter anyways. I got another meter I bought from a gentleman. Cost me $40 because they don't make these anymore. They're hard to find. So I got this meter coming, this type, and I got another meter that's restorable. It's very dirty, and I got that real cheap because he doesn't know it works. I can get these running, no problem. I got the books on it, the building books on this meter, the VHF meter, all their meters, test equipment. Yeah. So, would you pack this in a and look at this? It got all dented up. Look at the frickin' look at that. Look at that. That's from the shipping. This was a nice meter. As far as I remember, it does look like it does look like the meter I sold because I put brand new rubber feet on it. Still got the silicone on it, like the white powderish stuff. And there's a big old gash in there. I have to file that down because I don't want to get cut on it. And there's a scratch here, scratch there, scratch here. But the cabinet is in very good shape, except for that little dent right there. Okay. But anyways, yeah, it all has to be gone through. The knobs feel good. The knobs, I'm going to pull out to calibrate your SWRs. Just the way it was, I plugged it in, it didn't work. The meter didn't work, so the meter's shot. So I got a meter coming for it, and I got another one of these. Maybe I'll sell the other one to make profit off of. And then I just want this one because it looks really well. I mean, this was one of my meters that I sold a long time ago. I know it is, because I could tell, because there was no serial number on it. I think the serial number was inside. I remember now. If I pull this back a little, the sensor, let's see if there's, I know the serial number's in the inside. Yep, this was the meter I worked on. I could tell there's all new hardware in there. Is this in the back? Or no? Nope. So I remember calibrating this and putting new hardware inside. Cleaned it. Yep, the sticker's in the inside. Yep, I was right. Because this is how when it's all apart, I take this thing outside in the sun. Once this gets all rubbery, it's flexible, then I go like this, fold it down in, like, so now it's stiff. And then I stick it down into the hole. This is removable. You got this screw here, 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 and here. This is actually this is the remote box. It's like a sensoring box. It has the cavity in the inside, the pickups and all that, and it has like the bridge inside, the decipher SWR and power, blah 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 blah. These things work really good. I put power through these things and with no problem with these. And I think this one here I'm gonna put on my amplifier. When I get those other amplifiers, I think I'm gonna use this one. This, I think, is going to be a good candidate. It's so sad. I mean, I had this amp. I've worked on this before. It's because I had this thing clean. The face still looks clean, but now it's got scratches and shit on it because from shipping. You could see the shipping lines on it because it goes through conveyors and all that stuff. And this guy's, he's blaming his dad. I have no respect for that at all whatsoever. He did it. Now he has to blame somebody else for hacking that meter. Well, he did a mistake. Mistakes happen, but if you got something that's, sensitive equipment, you should pack it. When I used to sell those, I used to buy the priority mail, the small boxes, and put it in there, wrap it in big bubble wrap, in paper and all that, and everybody that had them, they got their meters, they were happy, accurate. Oh, it's a great meter. I'm glad I got it from you. I sold so many of them, I don't remember how many. And this meter right here is a perfect candidate to restore. Now, I think I'm not gonna part it out because it's too nice. The other one, see, I'm gonna put the new meter in here. The other one has a good meter in it, but it's all dirty and it needs a little work, help. You know, maybe that could be a new video, getting these things going. So maybe tonight I'll get this. I think I already. Did I get it out? Man, that post office really screwed this thing bad. I got some paint. Oh, I got this paint. Hang on a minute. Okay, we're back. All right, let me shake this thing up. That's still good. Guy in here in my area he makes this stuff. I don't know how he does it. Go to Home Depot and get the color code, and he has it's like in a liquid form. It's like I don't know if it's like the same material as paint is on them, but the paint they used years ago on these Heathkit stuff. Like I want to redo my SB 200 too. I want to repaint the whole case. I want to put a new face on it. Did I do it? Yeah, I want to put a new face on it. And I'll just sell the parts that came off of it and just make a little money. Okay. This right here is the Heathkit front panel. It's Heathkit green. That's this green right here. I have the gray color in a spray can, and I have the gray for the cabinets, and I have other cans that are different colors than this early or late green color for the. This is actually a newer meter. This is not from the 60s or 70s. This is probably from the 80s. It's a lot newer, and I remember looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, this is a. I can always tell the one I'm getting. I got it from the refund. The other meter I'm getting, it's probably from the early 70s, 60s, 69, 70-ish, because the front is all got. It's like a scatter finish type of finish. I don't remember if I have one or somewhere in here. I think there's one there. I can't really tell, but yeah, the front panel is rough, and then even the cabinet on here, the gray part, has like a rough finish, hammer tone finish, and then the front had the same kind of thing. So that's an older one, and so that's the thing I could say about that deal. So I hope everybody didn't get too overheated, is because it was 100, it was 102, 100 something. The humidity was very high. It was like 75, 78 with the current temperature. So it was like 100 and something, 100 degrees. And they said this coming week it's going to get hotter. And I'm praying to God that we don't have a freaking hurricane. I'm praying and praying, and I just do not want to deal with it. I don't want to do it. I'm not afraid of hurricanes. It's just more of a pain in the ass. And this rain that we're getting, it's like every day, every other day. I can't get on the radio because if the lightning hits my radio or the static in the air will go through the antenna as a capacitor, work its way, find its ground path, and it'll go right into the radio and it'll just pop a chip like that. I've heard people went through that. They didn't get hit by lightning, but it was a lightning strike nearby and the radio just went poof. Yeah, because your antenna is, if you got a mast, it's grounded to the ground, and then you got it up on an apex on a pole. Basically, that current traveled underground, as you know, and it found its way to ground, and it found this ground rod, and the static or in the air or just that what's the word I'm looking for? The discharge went to ground, Just that little discharge just went right through his coax from ground and went to coax, blew his station, or his one radio. And whatever time I hear thunderstorms coming in or whatever it is, I always unplug. Every time. It's the easiest, cost effective, cheapest thing, cheap insurance to do is if you hear thunder, you unplug it. Simple. I just don't understand why people do that. They just leave it plugged in I think it's for insurance fraud, as far as I'm concerned. They want a bigger radio, better radio that they can replace. They'll get their full money if they got insurance on that radio. Because that's what I like to do sooner or later with this stuff. I got a lot of money invested in this over the years. It took me years to get everything I have now. And say if I was running my Kenwood 850, TS50, 450, or my, any of my Kenwoods, it'd be covered. And I could probably buy the newest Kenwood. The newest Kenwood. They give you good deals when something happens. I don't know how much the insurance is. Maybe one of you guys might know how much is it for ham radio or appliances insurance, meaning we're hams, shortwave listeners, and I use my radios at night. I mean, I always listen. I have good hearing, and if I hear a rumble, that's going off. Turn it off. That's it. I have a backup antenna over here. It's that Outback Perth antenna. It picks up, but you got to use your tuner a little bit to get to the null and get the signal and nice and clear. You get noise, because it's in the house, but it works. So I'm not without a radio. It drives me nuts when I don't have a radio. As you know, I have an old videos of me stoned off my ass on medication, and I'm like, does that look like a radio to you? I think so. Hear that? That's an antenna analyzer. And I remember going to the nurses. I says, "Oh man, I'm a ham operator." She's like, "What's that?" And I told her, "Oh, okay, yeah." I says, "Could I actually bring a shortwave radio in here, or have somebody bring me a radio or something?" I mean, I don't know if I could bring my TS50S in there because it'll cause RF. It might interfere with machines in there and life support. I wouldn't do that, but I would just have a regular radio, like a shortwave portable, which I have plenty of. All I gotta do is just plug it in the wall and just you're up high. The stock antenna will probably pick everything up, or I'll just bring if I do or have some. I have spare wires laying around with a clip on it, and I grab it if I'm on the go, or I'll tell somebody to grab it. Take the radio with the wire, send it to the hospital. That was going to be the plan, but it never happened. But whatever, shit happens. But I just wanted to reach out and say hello to you guys. I love you guys. I love the community. You guys always put a smile on my face. That's the only thing, it's like, I'm glad I have this channel to have a nice community, good people, good friends, and gets me out of a slump, and I like to share what I enjoy, and everybody gets to see what I do. I mean, I know quite a bit of stuff, over the years. It took me years to figure out things. I mean, a lot of years reading this, reading that. It's just like, how can I explain? It's like, I don't want to say it that way. It's like wiring up a spaceship. Yeah, right. But yeah, I found these capacitors. I forget where they came from. Some kid I had, I just abandoned it. I don't remember which it is. This is Harvick crap. And oh wow, it's Nigicons. I'll be dipped and dapped. Dipped in scotch. And this was the most lousiest kit. It has, when Harvick used to make these kits, everything was labeled. Every freaking thing was labeled. All you got is like A, B, D, F, G. Well, I guess it's the colors. Black. A was amps. F. G, oh, I don't remember. But it has good parts on it. These capacitors are, let's see, 150 microfarad at 500 volts. Maybe I can when I do that Kenwood, maybe I'll put one of these. I think they take 4. I'll recap the damn Kenwood. Might as well. These are good caps. There's nothing wrong with them. I just didn't like the kit. It was a worthless piece of junk kit I've ever bought. I mean, I bought Harbig's stuff. He had good stuff until somebody bought him out. I know who did. I'm not going to mention because I want to call him out because he's on here. So, but anyways, the new stuff is not Harbig anymore. I mean, I'll say it, but it's not. They're all cheap parts now. Cheap parts. In the schematics are confusing. In the descriptions, how to put your stuff back together. It should be step by step by step. It has supposed to have, like Heathkit did. Put this resistor in. Put that thing in. Put this in there. That goes there. Put the wire here. Put this wire there. Put the white wire under the high voltage. Put the. Whoops. No, they don't do that. It was just a piece of crap kit. That's what's in my SB200 right now. That's blowing up because I had a power surge. This board I got here, paid $100 for the damn thing, and guess what it has? It has surge protection in it. That other thing that's in my SB200 doesn't have surge protection in the high voltage board with the capacitors. When that thing let go, man, it made a hell of a noise. And it sounded like a whistle, and it had the arcing noise like someone was welding. I mean, TIG welding. I mean, it was loud. And I was on the phone with my buddy. He goes, "What the hell is that?" I says, "My amp just went." And what happened is we had a power surge. That happened. That's why this board has surge protection in it. It has those little MOVs or blue. They have a bunch of them in there. And that board there didn't have any. It was just straight up high voltage in your face. That's it. And it was a shitty build. I had to build it, of course. You've got to build it. It was very simple to build. I built so many amps, rebuilt amps. This kit was, I forgot which amp it was. Another 200, I think it was, or something. What was it? Shoot, was it a? Man, there you go. CRS kicking in again. CRS, I hate it. What amp I was working on? I think it was that Yaesu amp I used to have. I got the kit for it. Maybe that's where these capacitors came from, that FL2100B. I got it to go, turn on, and something else happened. I heard a fizzle noise. I had everything right to the T. Whatever, how you do it, I don't know. I turned it on and I keyed it, and it just made this sizzle noise. I says, I'm done with this thing. I sold it. I put it on the marketplace for a good price. I got my money's back when I paid for it. I got my money back from it, basically. And then I saved the money, and then I get the 200 from a friend of mine, and then that blows up. And after that same day, he had a power surge, and guess what happened to him? Happened to him the same way what happened to me. His amp exploded like mine did. So it took out a few ballast resistors, if you want to call it, or it cuts the voltages down near the high voltage for, I don't know, I can't remember the name of it, but it does. I know, I can see the board in my head, and the layout on that one is horrible. I did SB200s, the most easiest amp to redo. It's all labeled, everything. I don't know how it is now. But if I do get these amps, I got to get another 220 amp board or high voltage board and another cap kit. I think it's $100 and something bucks. And these at Harvick, and I've heard people that use these things. They says they are 10 times better than Harvick. It's protected, surge protected, everything. So that's a win right there. So as for that FL 2100B, I gave up on it, and I never give up. I worked on that thing for days. I checked my wiring. I checked all my solder jobs. I checked all the wiring. I had it on my page. Everything was to a freaking T. What happens after all that? I went to the hospital again. I was sick. And I was telling somebody who kind of mocked me or something. I don't care. I'm thick-skinned. I'm thick-skinned. All I says, I'll get it running. You know, what you didn't, I don't really care. You know, I mean, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not a professor. I'm not an authorized dealer, seller, or workshopping, or electrician, or what do they call it? Electronics expert, whatever. I'm me, Jason. It's me. And this is the only me. That's it. And my channel name is Adam's Ham Radio. Obviously, because I love ham radio. And I love tube type radios. I got plenty of those. And my little portables, which I like. And there's some guy out there, he collects boomboxes, and they're just junk. If he had maybe one radio, I had one years ago when I was a kid. It was a Panasonic or something, I think it was. It had shortwave in it too, and that's how I started. Shortwave radio. And then a friend of mine had an older shortwave radio, a tube type, whatever. That's when I fell in love with tube type stuff, technology. My great grandfather used old tube type equipment, Heath kit, Night kit. And he had CBs, of course, like the unit in Washington, the original President Washington with the relay in it. And he had tube amps and all that, and I was really fascinated by it. So it wasn't for my great grandfather, I would never be in this hobby, or I'll be on this channel right now. So I'm kind of proud of that, and it makes me happy. You know, it's just, I mean, I wish I could do more things. It's just, there's nothing to do in here. It's just too much drama, too much crap. And I get into my deep depressions. I don't want to do anything. It's like, it's very hard for me. I'm going to be a man, okay? I'm a man of my words. You know, I'm very tough, okay? You know, you really want to cry. I know you guys are going to be like, okay, here we go. No, seriously. My nerves are like freaking like steel. I don't know why. I think my father programmed me this years and years and years ago as a little kid. If I got hurt or somebody said something or whatever, he goes, take it like a man. So that's stuck in my head for all these years. Take it like a man. You know, I mean, I just lost a train of thought. CRS kicking in again. Honestly, I think that radiation fried my brain. I swear to God, I was never like this. I had radiation emitting off my skull into my brain. Radiation treatment. And like I'm talking to you all out right now. And I just lost a train of thought where I was going at. It's really embarrassing. You know, that's why I'm so damn depressed. I can't, my health sucks. I got a lot of problems. And it's just not fair. You know, I should be out there. But like I said, I'm like a bull. I just keep going and running until I fall down or die on the ground. That's it. But, oh, that's the word I was going to say. Yeah. Take it like a man. Don't cry. Yeah, I'm serious. This is what my father told me years ago when I was a youngster. Don't cry. Suck it up. Be a man. I'm telling you now, as a man. And I still have that stuck in my head. And there's days I was so depressed, I wanted to cry so bad. I can't even shed a tear. Unless something drastically happened. The only time I cried is when I had cancer over here. And I was like, I think I'm going to die. I think this is it. And I was in a coma for like 8.5 hours. They had to put me, to sedate me just about in limbo so they could do it for 8.5 hours, doing this construction and all this. And then I got this bullshit I never had. Now I got skin. I got to go to a skin doctor eventually to get this all fixed. And just not, it's self-conscious thing. I don't want to look old and ugly and all this. I feel ugly as it is. I feel disgusted. I just feel alone in this world. I'm the lone blue wolf. That's what I call myself. Even my family don't want nothing to do with us. Me and my mom. It's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. In my opinion, they can kiss my arse and my mom's arse. And I'm tired of being depressed, okay? I have an uncle that lives in Sebastian. I'm not giving out names in case if he ever bumped into my channel, seen something about HAMRADIO or whatever. He lives in Sebastian and with his wife. I have 5 cousins, second cousins. I've never met them. No, my cousins, my second cousin, she had a baby with another man. With another man. What am I saying? With her husband. Now she's divorced, but that little girl is my second cousin. And that depresses me. I can't see my family. I can't see, like I said, I told one of the guys in the other communities, I might, hear me out, maybe in the fall, I'll have some money in the kitty. I'm going to fly to Connecticut. I have my sister, niece, and nephews, which my nephews I'm proud of. They're ham operators. Very psyched. One's an extra, one's a general. But anyways, I want to see her because my niece is going to... my nephews are going to college. They get their degree, and they're going to go to UConn, so... And life's not fair. Not fair. Happy Sunday. But I don't know, guys. I'm just in so much pain in my heart, in my mind. And this scanner's gonna piss me off. Why do you do that? Why? I need a new scanner. I need a new one. These things are been on. This squelch don't even work. There it goes. No, I just get emotional and when it comes to children. I love kids. They're our future. And you got these weirdos out there I watch on the interwebs, and they catch these good. They catch them. That's very good. And I hope they sit and rot. I remember I did a few bad, not that way, but I've done with the law about me being stupid and crazy. Now I'm chill now. And I used to tell people in the jails, whatever, is there any pedos in here? One guy would say, yeah, right down in cell number 6. Really? Oh, man, did I want to kick his ass so bad. because I have a niece and two nephews. This was a long time ago. And make the long story short, I hung up with a buddy of mine. We used to cause chaos, hellraisers, drink a lot, did a lot of stupid stuff. So we went to a bar. Make the long story short, this guy said something about his kids, which I don't blame him for doing what he did, but he shouldn't have done it. I remember vaguely I was drunk as a skunk, came out of the bar, and my buddy goes, I'm going to ram his car. I says, dude, don't do that. Please don't. Don't. And he did. It was a Hyundai Accent or something like that. And he had a Chevy S10. They're real small little trucks. And they had a 3.8 in it. And I think it was a little beefed up. It was one of them crate GM motors he had put in it. It was a pile of shit, but we used to wheel the shit out of that truck. And man, it kept going. And it's got power, man. All I could say is the back of that car was flat all the way up to the back, almost to the back window. He hit that thing. How many times did he hit it? I think it was like 3 or 4 times because I was so damn out of it. All I remember is when he first did it, I says, dude, why did you do this? Now we're in trouble. Why? But I get his point because this guy that was the bartender is a weirdo. Okay? And saying nasty crap. So my buddy knows he loves his kids. And this jerk off said something over the bar. He almost grabbed him by the throat in the bar. He's a small dude too. He was like about 5'3", 5'7". When you piss him off, he'll beat your ass to a pulp. And I've seen him fight before. But this guy was bigger. It doesn't matter to him either. The bigger you are, the harder they fall. That's the way I roll, you know. But this guy was a total asshole, saying shit about his kids. I'll never forget it to this day. I'm glad I'm more. Oh shit, my neck. I'm more. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm more responsible. I have a lot of responsibilities in my life. I calm down a lot. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend or anything, but I used to have a real nice girlfriend. She was just the world to me. She screwed me over, and that really hurts. She just up and left, whatever. I don't know. She thought I was after her freaking sister or something, but she's a dog. I wouldn't. Anyways, let's just forget about that. But anyways, like I said, when I get depressed, it's just I'm in a different world, and it's just really hard. I'll either sleep, take naps. I've taken this new medicine. It's not making me sleep during the day anymore. I will easily go to sleep around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and wake up like 3 or 4. I haven't slept since I've been on this medicine for over a week. First was kind of bumpy road, and then after a while I took this medication. It's actually making me feel better a little bit, but it doesn't give me a hangover. You know, when you wake up, it's like, you know, you get the hangovers. When I remember getting the hangovers, it's almost like you're just coming out of a hangover, and you're just like, you're tired, you know. And yeah, I don't miss those days at all. I've had my run-ins, and I'm not proud of it. I was not a scumbag, but I was an asshole. Okay. I mean, my character right now, my persona is what you see is me, straight up me. Okay, you know, I mean, you guys all know I'm just me. Probably call me whatever you want, nerd, whatever. I don't care. I'm in electronics. I love these cartoons, as you know. I mean, the only thing I don't do is play video games. I am not interested in it. You got all these idiots in there, and who knows who you're playing with. It could be a guy naked. I'm just saying this. I think of these things. It's just crazy. It could be a weirdo, piggy man, naked with his freaking heart on, or his meat sticking out, playing video games on this microphone. He could be waxing the willy or doing something crazy or talking to minors or doing whatever. That is disgusting. That's why I don't play. I don't want to play these games. I don't go on these other social medias. It's all trouble. I love my YouTube. This is where I belong. I have a good family on here that supports me. All my good friends supported me when I was sick, and I'm proud of this channel. I'm glad I did it. And I got, excuse me. Um, when I was sick a bunch of times, when I had cancer, then I had my gallbladder removed, or something happened, or I had to get MRIs, CAT scans, radio treatment, active treatment, whatever you call it. Everybody supported me at 100%, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the bomb. You guys are just right on. But like I said, when I get depressed, I can't help it. I go into a different world. Like I said, I feel worthless. I feel not wanted. I feel like I'm mad all the time. I burst out yelling at something, or something goes wrong. I drop things a lot. I lose things a lot. If I'm working in this establishment, this bedroom, hand shack, whatever, I lose everything. In months down the road, you'll find it underneath the cabinets or something. And I actually go buy new parts, other parts, Now I got all my parts. Whatever I find, I put it in my closet. That's my junk box pile. And I got one in the garage. All my vacuum tubes are in there. And I got vacuum tubes in that closet too, by the boxes. And in repairmen's boxes. And that's how much I love radio, electronics, old school stuff. I love old technology. It's a magical thing. Even when you turn a radio on, it's got that nice aroma smell when the tube's burning in that old dust or whatever it's on. It's got that distinctive smell. It almost takes me back in the day when somebody had it running and playing and everything, and I get it fixed, get it running. And as soon as you turn it on or put it on a variac, the tubes just start to glow. Leave it at 90 volts. That's what I do. Let the caps form. You put the new ones in. So whatever. Hypothetically. And then after about an hour or so, then gradually bring it up a little, 90, 70 volts, 80, then leave it at 80. And an hour goes by, then you just gradually bring it up real slow until you hear static coming through the speaker. Then you're up to about 110, 120 volts, and then sound just starts pouring out of it. I think it was a Heathkit HW101 I had at one point. I wish I never sold it. It was all a complete station. I saw one on Marketplace, and he wanted a real good deal on it, and I wish I could afford it. Oh. Then they had a microphone on there. It had the nice D104 head. It's a sideband head. I have one over here, and I have a harp element one. The sideband element for a D104s are good for sideband, and I saw a whole microphone with that for a good price. I'm not gonna say, because maybe I might get it. I might borrow money from my mom or something. I'm gonna get this damn. They're in Melbourne, so I want this microphone because it's got those heads. They're worth big bucks. I've seen them up there, pretty much. And then you got the ones that are pre-war. It's got the wrinkle finish on it with the silver, or no, not so. It's like gray, and it has the fins in the front. Like, those are worth like $119, $125 for a mic head. It is so cool looking though. It's like I said, it's gray. It has the stem. It comes up and it goes up like the harp element in the sideband head. It comes up like this, and it has the wrinkle finish on it, and it has slits like vents, like in the army kind of type thing. It looks like an army type of microphone or element for a static D104s. It was probably on a ship or a base or whatever. It was from the. I want to say that microphone was probably in like 48, 49 ish, or 50, or 1950. It had the old rivets in it, and that's when you know it's all legit. It's the oldest. Um, the ones that have the stickers on them, they're all from the 70s and 80s and 90s. And I got a lot of ones from 1978, 1977, some when I was born in 74. This mic I have right here is made in spirit of 1976. It was built December 16th of 1976. This D104 you've seen, I rebuilt. That's how old that microphone is. But as for the Fat Man, it's for the obesity man. I shouldn't talk smack on my channel. I shouldn't do this. He thinks he's like a radio technician, and whatever he has, I could do it myself. That's nothing. Doing boom boxes. Why don't you try ham radio? More of a challenge. I give. I bet you. I bet you, I'll give you my last dollar in my hand. None of them radios work. Just the stereos. Tape decks don't work. The stereos probably work, or the strings are broken. I got one shortwave radio in my closet. It's a shortwave radio. The string came off. I can't figure out in the death of me this restring this night kit. It's a newer one. It's solid state. I wanted to put it in a box, make it different, and put a good, nice signal meter in it. I have tons of those. But a signal meter in it, I have aluminum chassis, and the case itself is heavy duty. It's stainless steel, polished stainless steel. When I worked at a machine shop, I actually had it in a brush machine. You bring it down every thousandth of an inch. You know, like, I don't know. You got to bring it down very slow because it's a brush that goes on to the table and it brushes it, deburrs things, and it will brush metal too. So you go about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000ths of an inch. You can just hear that. You can just hear the brushes hit. Then you gradually bring it down just a little bit, like maybe 10,000, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. It's been so many years ago. You know, 'cause I used to be a machinist, and I knew all that stuff using mics, calipers, freaking bore mics, you name it. This scanner's gonna piss me off. Why? So I have experiences and all that other stuff. So I don't know. I'm just, like I said, you know, I'm a very sick dude, and I shouldn't be like this because it's, like I said, I've just been not myself lately. I've been sick all week. Excuse me, and I'm just burping constantly. I'm farting through my mouth. Excuse me. It's my stomach. And so I don't know. I just figured I'd make a little video for you guys. A happy Sunday. It's actually a positive one. It kinda. Just relax. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just stating my feelings, and you know, it's just tough. You guys, you know, I'm sure you know what I'm going at here, but it's just life sucks. And oh, that's the other thing I got. Where did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I wired up this other kit I bought. It's the fan kit for my Anytone. It's got. I put a bit longer cable on it. I heat shrunk it. Where did I heat shrink it? Where the hell? Oh no, this was a straight. Oh, here it is. because this is the cable they gave you. I had to put some extra cable on it. I put some clear, what do you call it there? Heat shrink. And this end here will plug in. I got these, I soldered tinned the ends of those ends, and you just plug it in your power supply. That's it, done. Or I could put one of those connectors on. I got those nice connectors, but I'm using that power supply with the 12 volt source socket, because I'm using that for my amplifier for my buffer. I could probably put another one in there if I wanted. But anyways, I got all this done. It's ready to go, and I got the parts. I got the screws. This is a better kit. I got my money back on the other one. It was such a piece of junk. The fan went out in it, and then I wanted to take it out. It cracked, and I think it was 3D printed. Who does that? You buy an expensive thing. It's like $100, and this one's nice. It's even potted, and looks like it's heat resistant. And why do people? I mean, 3D printing is cool, but if you're gonna deal with heat and fans and stuff, you do not put it on that kind of plastic. It's a very light plastic. And that other kit I had, I threw it in the trash. I got a refund from it. I told them, this don't work. It's garbage. I tried. One of the fans didn't work. I had a little fan. I put it in there. It didn't even really fit right, and it worked. But I says, I ain't gonna deal with this. I just tossed it in the trash. I haven't done that yet. I got another one. Put the fan kit in my Anytone 666, and this thing will take care of the heatsink problem. I have a brushless fan behind there, a computer fan, box fan. It keeps it nice and cool. This should do the trick. And it has a nice little switch here for different speeds. High, medium, low, just like a fan, you know. I wish they put an LED in this damn thing, but I can't do it because it's all potted and stuff for heat. If they had that open, I put an LED, drill it right here where the switch is, so you could see. I'll put like a bright blue or green one, or bright green one for being on, and you will see that thing and behind the radio. But there's no switch on it. And I think there's high, medium, low, and off. So we're gonna have to give this a whirl. Maybe I'll do this too on my channel, putting this thing together. This fan kit, what the hell is the name of these fans? I can't even see this damn thing. What the hell? What's the name of these fans? They're made in Japan? If that's the case, that's good. No, it was made in America. But it's weird. Why has it got like our letters with Japanese lettering on it, or Chinese? Sleeve bearing DC brushless fan. That's why I like about that. You don't have to worry about it burning up. But if you do, you can always put a little dab of glue or oil in that just to keep it going, because this will get dusty. I know it will. And I'm praying to God this won't melt in the damn thing. But I got to keep that fan on at all times. I don't care. I really don't care. So that's that. I got this done today. Got this done. Wired this. What the hell? Oh, wow. Cops say, don't you freaking move. Oh. Yeah, I tell you, these cops are nasty here. He had the mic keyed up. I heard everything he said. That's a funny thing. I should have turned it up. Damn it. Because when they had their mic keyed... I remember one time there was an ambulance, and then they were on the radio, and then, or something. No, they were driving around. They had their mic keyed up, and they drive around. They go, hey, babe. I'm like, what the... And we're paying these people from our tax dollars. anyways, I got the kit, another kit. I got this busted up meter, which is fixable. I'll put another one in there. I redone my tuning Pal Star. I shared this wire with that thing, so I don't need a lot of wire for that. But this, you do, you're gonna eventually. I'm gonna probably put this FT920 up there, and then put the Kenwoods on it, or sell one of the other those hybrids, and they're just, I don't know. I don't think I have the heart to do it. I just don't have it. I want to go right through all those radios too. Maybe that 520 I'm going to go through. I'm going to put new caps in it. They're over 50-something years old, them radios. But, yeah, this is for my tuning thing. This is actually for my my ICOM 725. 728 or 725? 720. It doesn't have is it AM or yeah, it doesn't, that don't have AM board in it, just like with this 920 here, this Yaesu. Why? This radio has FM, that radio has, no, it doesn't have, that's right, that doesn't have an AM FM board, the 728. So I have to key up on CW. I got the cord that I made. It's this type of style cord, like you're gonna run CW, and I clear heat shrunk these together to make the connection. Guys are probably gonna say that looks like crap, but it looks like it's bare, but it's not. It's clear. It just looks clear. But anyways, I got this in here. You go to CW on that radio, you hit the button. It opens the circuit for CW. You hit the button, then you tune your radio with it. Excuse me. Oh, my stomach. Golly. You hear the tone on CW, and you get your tuner to tune down to S1, 1-to-1, whatever, and you let off a hit the switch. It works. I even use it on my my 920. It works. It does work. I mean, anything. But I definitely want to get another CW keyer. I had one. I sold it, but I like a dumbass. At the time, I was selling everything, and now I regret it. That's why I got more stuff, because I regretted I sold a lot of shit to some scumbag that's as a thief. And I'm going to go more about it. You know what? I'm going to announce, and I'm not mentioning names, I'm not saying who, or call signs, and I know this guy watches my shit. I know he does. He was on the radio this morning, splattering on a frequency that your bandwidth is 4.2 space in between. You can't be over the spacing. He was like this, wide. I was on 14.3000. He was 1 kc down from 3000. He was splattering so bad. I actually took the VFO and spun it. I spun it up. I spun it down until I got to where he is. He was on 14. What was it? 14. That's 20 meters. 14.230. And he was I told the guy, I says, look, you're spattering the net. I was on South Cars. The net, it's a net, South Cars, whatever they call it. He didn't say a damn word to me. And if he did, I would have let him have it on the air. I don't give a shit. Long as I don't threaten, long as I don't say anything prerogative, long as I was talking just like I'm talking to you now. I said, you're way off, you're wide-banded, you're well over 2.4 or 4.4, no, 2.4. Part 97 rules in the FCC book. You're not supposed to run that wide. It's illegal. He's got these amplifiers that would probably light up the freaking town here. Second off, He's a thief. Tried messing with my mom, and he's a married man. I hope his wife sees this. Happy Sunday. Here's looking at you, buddy. Start your shit with me. I started with you today. You wrote that stuff on my selling page, marketplace. Guess what? Backfired on you, didn't it? I got you this morning. I got you. And the other thing too is, and I'm going to say it too, I don't give a shit because I'm going to call them. You want to mess with, play with fire, fight with fire? Guess what? Your wife is selling illegal stream boxes. It's not legal. You're breaking the law. Guess what, pal? You're all done. Because I'm calling Bright House tomorrow. And you and whatever, I hope to God you get arrested. Because you're a piece of shit. A thief. Steals things. Steals from me. Rips me off. Treat me like shit after I treated you with respect. And all that sorts of stuff, you know. But like I said, I got your back, buddy. I got your back. So don't piss me off, because I will do what I said I'll do. I will. Well, I don't want no trouble with anybody. I don't want the law involved in anything. But I know what she's doing. I figured out, put the one-to-one together. She used to work at the cable company where it's at. It used to be Bright House. Now it's Spectrum now. She got the idea probably from over there, how to set them up and how to fucking hack into them. She might have got all these boxes from them, or maybe her husband and his buddies probably stole a whole box full of these things. Just like with the repeater, same thing at a convention that I was at. This was going back 5 years ago, and he comes up to me, "Oh, there's a repeater's been stolen from here," and I'm like, "What?" And I found out through a grapevine that it was an inside job. And his name was mentioned, by the way, too. It was the other way around. He paid somebody to get that frickin' thing, and he brags about Motorola all the time. He had a repeater at his house. That's a very obvious thing. I remember that. That was the repeater. That was from P-Cars in Melbourne, Florida. And I hope when you guys remember that, I'm sure you guys know, I want to give the call sign out so bad, but I respect privacy. But this guy is nothing but a scumbag piece of shit. You know, and his wife is running an illegal operation. He might as well just go sell coke on the side if you're that stupid. You and your wife are stupid. Your wife's a bitch. She never said hi to me. I was very nice to her. I was very kind. I'm a decent man. I'm not a hard ass. I get along with everybody. I don't care if you're whatever your genders or whatever the hell you are. I am friendly with everybody. All I can say is don't F with me. But I got you this morning, though. I got you. You're way too wide, and that's illegal. And I'll call, if you want, I'll call the FCC too on you. If you want, I'll give them your call sign, your address, and all that. And don't change your QRZ page and have all your information erased. I still know exactly where everything is. I can still write it out. So if you want to play hardball, there's no fighting involved, no physical violence. I don't want that. But it's going to be talk. And you will be busted. Okay? Happy Sunday! Anyways, guys, I figured I give you a little chit-chat and brighten my feelings up a little bit. I've just been feeling down, you know, so I figured, what the hell. I should have did a live, but lives really don't go that great at this time of day. It's usually a handful of people or whatever. I'd rather just do a regular video. So, like I said, I got some caps here. Oh, and this is the other thing I have gotten. I found in my closet. This is a Yaesu FRB buffer box, relay box for a 757 GX2 or the GX2 GX or whatever it is. I'm gonna, when I get one of those other amps running, my friend's gonna drop off. I'm gonna hook up another station here, put a big amp, that big amp right here, and run my 757 GX2 off this in my amp. This is already done for you. It has the instructions. And somebody marked this thing. I don't know. Well, they must have did it because some people. I do the same thing. You got to write things down to remember where everything goes. But he's got the manual right here. You know, maybe he lost it and found it, or I don't know. But this is what it looks like. This is their Yaesu's buffer box for your amplifier. Here's your amp in line yellow, which is in the back of your amplifier. Okay. Red is, wait a minute. Red is 13.5 volts, which is this guy here. Blue is relay and radio. So you plug this in the back of that radio, the GX2. And what is red? Okay, red is 13.8 volts. Blue, which is here, is relay to the radio. And this goes to your amplifier. Very simple. This is a nice box, actually. It's shielded. It's metal. That's what it is. Well, that's backwards. My camera's on the other direction, but I think I picked this up for like $10. And it's got the right plugs on it. They'll plug right in the back of those GX2s. And I'll make a cranking station out of that on those old bastards. I'll put my good Electro Voice on it. And oh, that's what I gotta get. I had to get Yaesu 8-pin plugs for the microphones. Only Yaesu plug I have is got that stupid DIN plug thing. I hate them things. They suck. And I'm very, very careful with them. I'm sure you all guys know where I'm coming from. But those older Yaesus, and you know, even like this 920, they have the 8-pin instead of that push-in thing. It's so stupid. That is the dumbest thing that they ever did. All of them do it now. Icon, or no, wait a minute, no, the 7300s they still kept the 8-pin. That's right. I'm sorry. Icom has brains. Yaesu, I love Yaesu too, and Kenwood. But Yaesu does the dumbest stuff over the years. I mean, they used, in the 90s, it was Yaesu Vertec. And I think like 5, 6, 7 years ago, Mr. Yaesu, bought him out to have his name back in the radios and make better quality. This radio right here, the 920, is a Yaesu Vertec. That's why my buddy makes fun of me about the stupid light being on, and it's for a reason. But he says, "Oh, it's just Yaesu showing off their goods or whatever." No, it's telling you got VFO A is on and VFO B is not on. It's just they're illuminated for transmit and receive. And there is a receive light in the lens of the orange, screen. I tried telling him that, but he doesn't believe me. I says, look it up. I gave him pictures. Bro, look, I'm telling you, I'm not going to lie to you. We still love you, though. As much as you're a pain in the ass. I think what's burning you out is the damn monster games you're playing. Those damn monster games. Yeah, so I got some capacitors. I think this came from the 2100B, I think. I had a spare pair or something. I bought, I don't know, these were on sale or something. I bought 2 of them, and this was. I don't think this has ever been used. There's no. The soldering they did on this is horrible. Ugh. Yeah, so I got some spare. I wonder what the value is on the TS520. I'll have to look it up online, what the replacement caps are for that. and it has good tubes in it. The 6146s, I think it is. They're very inexpensive tubes, but I have tons of them. I even got Jan Military shockproof ones for both of them. Those are very good tubes. They were in the military. If they're like says Jan and it has like Sylvania or whatever company name or General Electric, if it's lettered in green and it says Jan on it, it's actually military grade for shockproof. Uh, when a bomb blows off, the vibrations, if you drop the damn radio, it must have a heavier duty, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Harder mica in there and a stronger um, filaments. It's prevent, it's they used it in the military, so they have to have something to step it up. You can't just put a regular tube in some kind of. You can, but who knows, whatever. Is how long it's gonna last in that circuit. It might just take it out, or just explosions. Just like if you go near a mining field, or somebody's blowing up a hill or something to make land. They even tell you on a sign, it says, do not turn your stereo, radio, CB, ham radio on. Turn it off. It's the shock wave will actually blow your radio. Believe it or not. If you don't believe me, look it up. But let me put this crap away. But anyways, I hope I made myself clear to that idiot that likes to harass me. And harasses me on the marketplace, said all this nasty shit to me. And I don't think that was right. Put my personal life on the interwebs, which I got nothing to hide. But guess what? I got him. I got him. Got him. And he's a freaking piggy man, too. He's a freaking married man. He freaking tries to hit up my mom, and I didn't know that until my mom told me, and I was pissed. Alright, I should get off the topic with this asshole because he's just starting to boil my blood. But anyways, guys, look at my station on this little drinky dinky. There it is right there. No, the fan's not on, Alex. Relax, it's not on. There's no blowing noises in the ears. And I got all my, well, if I can get to it. I wish I had it on the other side or the other screen. Okay, there's my bottle of water. I have a switch box in there too. There's a switch box. No. Where is this damn thing? Trying to get it in the frame here. Oh, there it is. I rebuilt that switch box. Oh, Pokey's in the way with Gumby there. That switch box right there has got to be at least 60 something years old. I mean, it is old. When I added apart, it had some really old components in there. I had to replace that one. I had to replace the wafer switch in it, or the wafer. Yeah, wafer. Damn microphone thing is in the way up my. Yeah, god dang it. I can't wait to get this tripod. This is really getting on my nerves. Now the light's too bright now, and I can't see. Jesus Christ. This is just painstaking. Pain in the ass. Alright, there we go. We got it. Anyways, appreciate you guys stopping by. Please like and subscribe, please. I really enjoy the comments, and I always answer the comments. You can be silly, you can be funny, you can whatever. I don't care. As long as you guys are right there with me, it keeps me company, and it puts a big smile on my face. I really do like the communities. It's really cool. It's just, I know a lot of people from my channel. I mean, it's just amazing, and I'm trying to reach 700 is my goal, so I can keep going them again. Eventually, I'll get 10,000. That'll be really cool, But I'm not here for the money or anything. I'd rather have stuff. Like, I can use a new shop, from Home Depot. They got these pole barns. Beautiful pole barns. I'd use that as my workshop. I want one of those so bad, but they want way too much money for them. I mean, like $3,000, $4,000. Damn. I'd be much happier to work in there instead of here. It's too small. You know what I mean? It's just not. You know what I mean? It's not feasible. What else? Yeah. Oh, I even got the Yaesu FT920 on the marketplace, and I want $600 for it because I did a lot of work to that thing. Took me time, solder, my time, bench time. I hard reset it. I cleaned the whole thing out. I realigned the signal meter, the audio section of the receiver, and it's been thoroughly cleaned. I even cleaned it with a toothbrush. And if nobody bites it, I'll keep the damn thing. I really don't give a crap. Or if I go to a Hamfest this year, I maybe. I just don't want to bump into this one person. It turned my stomach. But anyways, I might maybe go to a Hamfest this year. I might, and it's coming this October. Or wait a minute, I don't know if I can because I have to do something. It's October. It's on the weekend. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 3 days. It's a convention. It's almost like this Linyard. It's called Hamcation from Orlando. I got plenty of Linyards. I even got the Comic-Con Linyard for Bob's Burgers. And I even got a pin from the pin and ears and this pin. I don't know, I'm weird. I just like cartoons. I don't know. I just dig them. I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm still a kid at heart. Can't help it. I was brought up on cartoons. That's all I had growing up. No computer. No nothing. We had TV, cartoons. We had our bikes. You had to be home at a certain time. Or at supper time, your mother would call you. Jay, time for supper. Where are you? Gotta get in the house. Wash up. And our whole outside was our playground. And we used to, back in the day, in the early 80s, we used to set up jumps. Because BMX was starting to take off. We would actually make jumps and jump. I used to have an old banana seat bike. It was a Schwinn or something. It was red. And I remember the seat was long and it had that sissy bar on it. I used to jump that thing. And it took it too, man. I couldn't believe it. Eventually, then the seat started falling apart, and we had to refurbish it somehow. I forgot how my dad did it. But yeah, I used to jump that thing up in the air, and I remember falling a few times or two. Boy, I got road rash. Because they would make custom boards, ramps. It would go up like this. There's wood on the bottom. It's bolted down from here. But when you take off, you go up like this, and you got to make sure you hold on, make sure your ass end of that bike is up in the air, or the front end's up. If you don't, you're gonna go flying off the handlebars. Done that a few times, and I finally realized how to do it. And then I got into BMX bikes, and that's when that's all we had, man. And you know what I was doing? These stupid glasses off. You know what I was doing? When I was a kid. The hell was okay? Yeah, we didn't have all the stuff they have today. I used to go to like places that no one would ever go. I used to like to explore. I used to love going into the woods. I was like a woodsman. I knew where I used to live up in Connecticut. I knew all those woods. Where I was at. I knew it all, everywhere, everywhere. See, that's what I'm saying. We didn't have all this stuff they have today. None of that. I mean, yeah, I had radio. That was like my phone. Um, yeah, my phone. Yeah, basically, it was like my phone. Now you'd have a CB in my car or in the house, and then I'll have my ham stuff. Some of my friends are not hams, and then where we want to meet up somewhere, we just call up, or if I have a walkie-talkie, I'll call on that. That's all I had back then. It's not like today. Everything is all GMRS garbage and family radio service and all that. I did it the old-fashioned way. No repeaters, no nothing. And then centuries later, or let's see, 80, yeah, 90, yeah, a century later, then I got my ham license. Got my technician. And boy, I tell you, it was like second nature. Because I was dealing with electronics when I was a kid. I had electronics classes, and it was okay. I didn't like the teacher. He was a total douche. And I decided I had him for a while. I built a little Heathkit microphone. It was like a little AM microphone. It'll transmit a signal out of it. You turn your radio on, you'll hear yourself talk into it. That was the only Heathkit I ever built in my life. Was a stupid microphone. Excuse me. So when I took up automotive, because I know cars, my father taught me all about cars, and I was born with cars. That's all I had too, was cars. I was around cars all the time. I was around handy people. My dad was handy. My uncle was handy. And that side of my family was always handy. Know what they're doing. And I got really good at doing cars, doing trannies taking engines, and with the cherry pickers. And I can't do that now. I mean, if I had something I really wanted that bad enough, I will do it. I don't care. But right now, I don't think I can handle anything right now. I'll just stick to my bikes, my motorcycles. Easier and cheaper to run. But anyways, we didn't have a lot of stuff when we were kids. So I remember one of my friends posted one of those things. They said they made a mistake in the comments. Oh, in the 90s we never done this. We never had that. Lights go out when you got to come in. We drink out of water hoses. I still do. If you're outside, you're thirsty, you get anything. All that stuff. I've done all that stuff when I was a little kid. Drinking from the faucet, eating stuff out of gardens, people's gardens. You're a kid. You know what I mean? That's. Anyways, good old memories. I loved it when I was growing up in the 70s. My best year in the 70s was 78, and that's my lucky number, 78. And I did a test, my extra test. It's painstaking. I had to take it over and over and over and over, the questions. And I scored just on the questions a 78. I couldn't believe it. It was like, that's a good sign. And I took the hardcore course. It was very painstaking. I mean, it was just. I'm just praying to God I didn't want to tell you guys, but I'm gonna just break it down. But I'm studying for my test. I paid for the program. I think you could do it over your phone with FaceTime and all that. I'm gonna do it in my bathtub, in my bathroom. Close the curtain, take all the soaps out, all the bottles. I'll show them all around. I don't know how it works, but I heard that you can use your phone or whatever and do it FaceTime. Or if I can't do it in my mom's room, because my house is like pretty much her house now. It's like I can't do nothing. The only place I gotta go. I'm gonna have to get a new laptop or something, or I could just use this junk one. That's the only one I got. I got two other ones I have to get to a friend of mine. If it requires that, I don't even know if the camera still works in it, but I think they might have the test on that, and then they have to see you. I think it is. Either that, I can go to a local. They had a testing session 3 days ago. I couldn't go because I'm not ready. But I told my buddy's XYL, which my buddy passed away. It's going on 3 years now. He's been gone. God bless that guy. He was a good soul. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. But anyways, I just want to get in here, guys, and just tell you, I've been working, doing this, busting my balls. Gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of business, as the old saying goes. I'm not. One of my friends say that's their slogan, not mine. That's theirs. Mine is CRS because I don't remember shit anymore because I think all that radiation destroyed my brain. I think it cooked me, and it ain't from boozing and doing other things back in the day. I highly doubt it. I mean, I used to party a lot in my younger years, but now I don't touch anything of that shit. But anyways, guys, we'll say 73s, and we'll catch you on the next one. And hopefully I'll have something lined up. When I feel a little better, I will film what's going on, like the radio, the amp. I want to get one of these things out of here. I want to at least get that amp down, because it's a pain in the ass. It's way in the corner over there. I have to remove a lot of stuff out of the way. I got a radio up there, the 728. I got that IC 7300 on the top and one on the bottom. I have to take that down, and I have a Heathkit tuner, which is not in the way. I just got to remove 3 radios, and I could pull it up, pull it out. So I don't know, that's a thought. Then I got this Kenwood that's sitting right there. I got to just take the meters down, pull the top radio out, and just pull the 520 out, and I can work on that. I'm not looking forward to that. I'd rather work on the Heathkit than this freaking thing. It's got a million wires for that board, and I'm gonna have to just splice some. And as for the coaxial cables, I'm gonna redo those because they're cut. They should have never done that. They should have just took it out. Now I got to do a little more work to the damn thing. So this thing better damn work too. After all that work I'm gonna do to this thing, if it don't, it's going out in the street and I'm gonna smash it. Anyways, guys, 73s. This is Adam's Ham Radio. We're gonna sign off. Happy Sunday! Yay! All right, guys. Catch y'all later. Have a good one.